Hello friends, a heartfelt welcome from Greta Talks. In the last episode, Sriram met Sugriv, Hanuman and other vanaras. In this episode, we will witness the fight between Vaali and Sugriv, how Hanuman became immortal, Lakshman's reminder to Sugriv about the search mission, and Hanuman along with the army of vanaras initiated the journey towards southern direction to search Sita. Sugriv was skeptic if Sriram could defeat Vaali, as Vaali was strong and mighty. Vaali had once defeated Ravan. Vaali's extraordinary courage had compelled Ravan to elope from the battlefield. Lakshman recognized that Sugriv was doubtful about Sriram's ability to defeat Vaali. Lakshman said, "Sugriv, you are not aware of the valor of Sriram. Is there any way for Sriram to prove his mettle and provide an assurance to you?" Sugriv pointed his finger at the huge skeleton lying near and 7 sal trees standing in a line. Sriram instantly took his bow and targeted the skeleton and the trees. He threw away the huge skeleton thousands of miles away and uprooted the 7 trees by hitting only one arrow. Sugriv watched this spectacular bravery of Sriram. He bowed his head with respect for Sriram. Sriram told Sugriv to go towards the boundary of Kishkindha city and challenge Vaali for duel fight. Sriram assured Sugriv that he would kill Vaali during this fight. Sugriv reached the boundaries of Kishkindha city and started shouting and challenging Vaali for a duel fight. Vaali accepted this challenge and both of them started fighting viciously. Sugriv persistently fought against Vaali for a long time. Unfortunately, after some time, he could not withstand Vaali's strong blows and had to accept defeat. Sugriv expected that Sriram would intervene during their fight. Sugriv and Vaali looked similar, which puzzled Sriram about their identification. Sriram decided not to intrude and it resulted into the defeat of Sugriv. The defeat caused Sugriv to lose his temper, but Sriram explained his confusion, saying, "What would have happened if I would have mistakenly killed you instead of Vaali?" Sugriv was convinced. But what should be the next step? Sriram told Sugriv to wear a flower garland as an indicator for his recognition. He told Sugriv to give the challenge to Vaali for a duel fight once again. Sugriv challenged Vaali for a duel fight. Vaali was determined to teach a lesson to the defeated Sugriv. Their fight began, and after some time Vaali started superseding Sugriv. He made Sugriv to roll on the ground. Vaali was about to hit Sugriv on his chest when Sriram, who was watching their fight hiding behind the tree, released an arrow towards Vaali. Vaali was hit by that arrow and he fell on the ground severely wounded. Sriram went near Vaali. Vaali asked Sriram, "Oh brave warrior, who are you?" Sriram said, "I am Sriram, son of King Dashrath." Vaali said, "It means you are a valorous person. Is it right for a brave person like you to hide and hit me with an arrow?" "Oh Sriram, your wife is abducted by Ravan and I would have freed her from his clutches." Sriram replied, "As you have captivated Sugriv's wife, you do not have any right to assure about the release of Sita." Vaali failed to find the befitting reply. Later he said, "It is a fact, Sriram, that I have received apt punishment for my sins. I am fortunate and contented to receive death from you. Please fulfill my last wish." Sriram asked, "What is your last wish, my friend?" Vaali said, "Please enthrone Sugriv on the throne of Kishkindha and crown my son Angad as the prince. My wife, Queen Tara, is virtuous and innocent, and Sugriv should accept her. "It shall be as you wish, my friend," Sriram assured, and Vali happily breathed his last. Vali's last wish was executed. The search mission for Sita in the southern direction was difficult for 4 months due to monsoon season. Sriram suggested that Sugriv should stay at Kishkindha and take charge of the kingdom. After the monsoon season, they would resume the search mission for Sita. As it was a period of exile, he and Lakshman resided in a mountain cave along with Hanuman. Hanuman was also known as Maruti, the son of Marut or wind god. He was mesmerized by the virtues of Sriram's bravery, decency, diligence, pious conduct. He became an ardent devotee of the most dignified man or Maryada Purushottam Sriram. Now here is a small story of how Hanuman became immortal. Hanuman was strong and mighty by birth. As soon as he was born, baby Hanuman thought that the rising sun was an attractive red fruit, and he leaped into the vast sky to grasp it. He flew towards the direction of the sun. Even Devendra, the king of gods, was shocked by his feat. He threw his weapon kodanda vajra to protect the sun. Hanuman was struck by its blow and fell on the mountain. Hanuman's father Vayu or wind god was enraged due to the attack on his son Hanuman and stopped his flow. The momentum of this world stopped, resulting into the suffocation of the entire universe without air. Everyone's life was at stake. Gods prayed to Vayu as they feared the destruction of the entire creation. Vayu's anger finally waned and he started flowing back. The gods gave Hanuman a boon. No one can kill him with a weapon. Hanuman lived forever and became immortal. The rainy season was over and rivers and streams began to flow slowly. Sriram had managed to suppress the impatience in his heart for 4 months, which had resurfaced. The eagerness to search for Sita became intense. Sugriv was enjoying his reign and the comforts, forgetting his promise to help Sriram. Though Hanuman reminded him of his promise, Sugriv carelessly dismissed the matter. Even after the rainy season, Sriram was disturbed to see Sugriv ignoring his commitment. He said to Lakshman, "Brother, Sugriv seems to have forgotten his word. Go and remind him." Lakshman was enraged by Sugriv's recklessness. He picked up his weapon and strode off. "I will remind Sugriv." Sriram stopped him and said, "Lakshman, calm down. Remember that we consider Sugriv as our friend." Still Lakshman left angrily. The vanaras were shocked to see him like that. Hanuman knew Lakshman's anger and prowess. He immediately went and told Sugriv the news of angry Lakshman approaching towards Kishkindha. As soon as he heard it, he awoke from his inactivity. He immediately ordered the entire Vanar army to get ready. Sugriv was anxious about facing angry Lakshman, so he requested Queen Tara to face Lakshman's anger and pacify him. Queen Tara said, "Welcome to the brave warrior." Tara greeted Lakshman with a smile and politeness. Without looking down, Lakshman asked, "Where is Sugriv?" Tara replied, "He is engaged in preparing the army of vanaras for the work of Sriram." Lakshman asked, "Why there is such a delay?" Tara said, "We apologize for the delay. A true warrior is the one who forgives others for the mistakes." Lakshman's anger diminished. Later he met Sugriv and both went to meet Sriram to discuss about further plans. As soon as the army of vanaras was assembled, Sugriv sent them to several directions one by one. Vinat Vanar went east with 1,000 army. Sushen Vanar went west, while Shatabal Vanara's army left for the north. Ravan had moved his chariot towards the south, so they had to thoroughly search for Sita in the south. Sugriv sent an army of thousands of vanaras with great warriors like Nal, Neel, Jambavan, Angad, and Hanuman towards south. Sugriv cautioned everyone before going to take lot of efforts. Do not hesitate about adverse circumstances. Endure ultimate pains, but search for Mother Sita within a month. Remember that you have to fulfill this task within 1 month. Leave for the journey and be successful. The Vanar Sena gave loud cries and dispersed in different directions. Sugriv, Sriram, and Lakshman believed that Hanuman would become successful in this search mission. So, Sriram handed over his finger ring to Hanuman to enable Sita identify Hanuman as Sriram's messenger. Hanuman preserved it cautiously as if it was dearer to him than his life. So friends, the takeaway of this episode is, in spite of being an incarnation of Vishnu, Sriram had to prove his ability as a warrior by giving test. Vaali was mightier than Sriram, so it was impossible for Sriram to fight face to face with him. So he had to kill Vaali without letting him know about his presence. Friends, we had mentioned in our earlier episode that we have to pay for our deeds. Sriram hid behind the tree and killed Vaali. It is said that he had to pay for his deed of killing Vaali in his birth of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was sitting under the tree playing his flute. Meanwhile, a hunter came there who was chasing a deer. He mistakenly thought that Krishna's foot was the ear of the deer and shot an arrow, which pierced the foot, and that resulted in his death, and that was the end of an 8th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Sriram's patience and self-control is revealed when he instructs Lakshman to control his anger and reminds Sugriv about his commitment to help them in the search of Sita. Queen Tara's diplomacy is revealed when she pacifies Lakshman's anger. Hanuman's might and credibility is revealed when everyone was sure that Hanuman would be successful in his mission. This is all about this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, in which Hanuman's experiences during his flight to Lanka are described. So, thank you and goodbye.